Well, I'm on the Philippine side, and I'm talking outdoor.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's your name, please?
I am Rowena Festin from Philippines.
So, you write about what?
Yeah, I write fiction, short stories, and poetry. My fiction is about local history of Philippines, specifically Mindoro, where I came from. And my poetry
This
is
is
all
the
about
south of Philippines or north of Philippines?
South.
Okay. Well, I just say because I asked because I thought
Yes,
maybe I
it's in-
don't thought I heard about the south people are different to the north people. I don't know.
No, it's not really that much. Only in language. But
In language.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
There
are different
are
languages.
about 400 different languages in the Philippines.
How many languages do you speak?
I speak only Tagalog, English, and a little bit of Kapampangan. Kapampangan is a language from the central Philippines.
Okay. So, it's,
Central Plain, that's in Luzon.
so are there some official language?
Yes, the official language is Filipino.
Filipino.
Yes.
Okay. And so you also speak Filipino.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Actually, Filipino and Tagalog is almost the same, but Filipino
I see.
is a combination of different languages existing in the Philippines. So
Okay.
if, like for example, an Ilocano is a language from the north, and a Kapampangan, which is a language from the Central Plains,
Okay.
come together to talk about anything, they use Filipino.
I see
Yeah,
the
they
point.
understand.
Okay. Okay. That's a language.
Yes,
Official language.
that's the national language.
Okay. Yeah. So you write fictions. I mean, what is your last book about? About what?
My last book is entitled Ang Buang ng Bayan. It's about, buang is the Tagalog word for crazy. Huh? The crazy woman of the town. It's about
Crazy Woman. Okay.
the setting is it's actually about the local history of my town, San Jose Occidental, Mindoro, in the southern Tagalog especially, and it tells about the story of Mindoro from the Spanish time until the Japanese period. And this was told through the experiences of a woman. The first woman is named Sita. No? Sita.
Okay.
Everything happens in her memory. She was the daughter of a guerrilla during the Japanese period, and she was telling about what are her experiences during the Japanese period, how her families were separated because her father became the guerrilla, and then she became the comfort woman so she could save the entire barrio. So the women from that barrio could go back to the field to plant because all the men became guerrillas. So when the men became guerrillas, the women cannot go out because some bad things happens to them and they were so afraid outside, no? So the children were dying. So this woman's named Sita and her friends Esmeralda, they volunteered, no, because the barrio captain asked for some women to become comfort women. So she volunteered together with her friends. Also, when she volunteered to become the comfort women, the rest of the women who remained at the house, they started to go out so they could plant. Go back to the field.
I just want to say something. I think European also know the word comfort woman.
Yeah.
That's a woman, just have to, do this prostitute for the Japanese soldiers.
Yes.
That's called a comfort woman.
Yeah.
Right.
And then there's also another crazy woman who was telling about her experiences during the Spanish period.
Okay.
Because these are all local histories that became legends about the women who saved the community. And
Okay.
then this woman, the community called her stainless, no? Because she liked to drink wine. every
Okay.
morning.
Okay.
That's her breakfast. Coffee.
Okay.
And she became, I don't know, when she was old, she became so sad. No, she's always stay at the big window of the house. She's just sitting like this
Okay.
and looking outside. And then she became old, no, like doing that because she is beginning to lose her memory. And every morning, she would go when she's sitting by the window. She would call for the name of her son Narciso. So and then the people would tell that Narciso was a guerrilla
Okay.
during the Spanish period,
Okay.
and they became separated because Narciso joined the guerrilla without and this and the Stainless didn't know, no, so she wait for her son until he realized that actually he did not realize and she didn't know because she became old na waiting for her son, and until she died waiting, and then she became the story of the town that until Stainless death, she is calling for her son Narciso, and then there is another person in that town named Narciso, but Narciso is
All the stories not only fiction. That's
Yes,
just fiction or
they are fiction, but they are all based from a record, Philippine historical data. No, there
Okay.
is during the 1960s, the Philippine President Diosdado Macapagal asked all public school teachers to record all the legends, the stories, the experiences of the town where they teach. They go out, ask the people, and then this story about the comfort women was recorded in that Philippine historical data, and people now can access that Philippine historical data at the online website of the National Library.
What will you say to the Japanese? Because until now they don't really say sorry to these people, and there's not only Philippines. The
And
problem
the
from
last
Philippines
comfort
is also in
woman.
China and in Korea, and nearly in a lot of also
They're not
Southeast
safe.
Asian country, and but Japanese don't really say sorry.
Yeah, but it should be
I
the
know
government.
we're talking now. We're talking about.
No, it's okay. It's okay. And if the government just accepted it, no, that they would. But there is a women's organization, the Lila Pilipina, and they were the ones who organized the Filipino Comfort Women, and they are still waiting for the Japanese government to say sorry. But the last Comfort Woman, I think she just died.
She just died.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
yeah. Because
And the first comfort woman who came out to tell that she is a comfort woman, Lola Rosa,
yeah.
she died. She already died.
That's almost 80 years now.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
If they're still alive, it's about 100 years.
Yes,
old.
yes.
Yeah.
The last was
So, yeah.
dead. But the family is still waiting, and then the Lila Filipina group still hoping. So they could give justice to the this comfort woman.
You may not never be in Philippines, but you listen to this story, and you listen to the trouble with the Japanese, and so I just say thank you very much.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you then.
What's your name, please?
I am
again?
Rowena Fistin.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much, and have a nice time in Frankfurt, and
We're here until Sunday, and then
Okay.
I go back.
okay, and bye-bye.
Thank you, thank you.